Hey, this is Kevin from Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. If you want more information like you're about ready to see, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to support this independent podcast.
Chuba Hubbard, who finished running back 50 last year, 95 rush attempts, 466 yards, 2 touchdowns, 14 receptions, 17 targets, 171 yardage, 0 touchdowns through the air. Thoughts on Chuba Hubbard?
Bottom end RB3.
I'll tell you, he's handcuffed.
I don't even know if he's that. I don't know. I mean, bottom end RB3 maybe, depending on how successful this offense is. I don't see him as a handcuff. I think whatever they're going to do with him is going to be completely independent of what they do with Miles Sanders. Everybody knows the name, so I think he's going to get drafted in more leagues than he probably should, honestly, because it's name recognition. But if you're going off of, what he can do and who's available and all those things, I think I'm just going to say pass. I'm not going to chase success on a team that I don't think is going to have a whole lot of offense coming out of its locker room here this season. I like Miles Sanders and what he can do, but I do not like anything behind him. So for now, I'm going to pass on Chuba.
Yeah, he's handcuffed for me because if Miles Sanders goes down, they're going to still, I think, run the football there in Carolina. So I think that the workload is there. That's where I believe in handcuff, because I don't think they're going to take the reins off of Bryce Young, certainly early. But if Sanders goes down, you'd think that Hubbard is the guy that kind of will assume the role and get the touches and the carries.
Maybe this was a guy that, even after Christian McCaffrey was no longer on the team and he was competing with Donta Foreman for touches on this, couldn't wrestle that position away and couldn't capture that. Nor was, flash enough to the point where they didn't bring in a higher profile wide receiver, or not higher profile free agent running back in Miles Sanders there. So this is one of those that, if you've got Miles Sanders, sure, I might spend my last pick of the draft to handcuff him with Chuba. But outside of that, I don't know that we're going to see Chuba return any value on that one, short of a Miles Sanders really kind of going down there. So that's one of those handcuff, if I've got Miles Sanders, is kind of it for me on this one.